How to do some exercises and stretches that will help you if you have carpal tunnel syndrome. Let's get started. So the first exercise I'll be teaching you guys is for mobility, and it's called the flexors release. And what you will need for this exercise is a table and a lacrosse ball. What you will be doing is that you'll be placing the lacrosse ball on the table and putting the underside of your forearm directly on the ball. You'll be scanning back and forth to see if there is any tender areas. And once you do find something that's tender, you want to apply constant pressure or do little micro circles until that area starts to dissipate in terms of intensity and pain. You don't want to do this exercise for more than 1 minute just to avoid any soreness or bruising that may occur. So for the second exercise, I'll be going over another mobility activity, and this is called the anterior pathway stretch. To start off with the exercise, you would need to rest your palm against the wall with your fingers pointing behind you. Once your palm is resting against the wall, you also need to make sure that your elbow is locked out so the whole entire arm is straight. Once you're there, you would need to take a couple of steps forward until you feel a nice and comfortable stretch along the length of your entire forearm. If you feel a stretch along your chest, that's okay too. If for some reason you're feeling numbness and tingling while doing the stretch, you have a couple of modifications. You can either step back a couple of steps just so that it will ease the tension along your arm. If that doesn't help, you can also try repositioning your arm. You can either move your arms a little bit higher or a little bit lower as necessary. If these modifications do not help the numbness and tingling, you need to discontinue this stretch. So for this last exercise I'll be going over, it's for strengthening purposes, and it's called the extensors activation. So for this exercise, you would need a resistance band, a chair, and a table. As you're sitting down on the chair, make sure that your forearm is resting against the top of the table. You would need to use the resistance band to secure it along the bottom of your foot and also wrap it around your fist. Now, in terms of the start and stop position, you need to position your wrist so that it is bent all the way down so that your fist is pointing towards your toes. That is your start and stop position. In order to strengthen up the top side of your forearm muscles, you would then proceed to pull your wrists up so that it's pointing towards the ceiling. Once you're there, hold it for 2 deep breaths in and out, and slowly control your fist back into the start position as if you were pointing down to your toes. For this exercise, we'll do 2 sets of 10. Thanks again for watching. I hope that those exercises and stretches were helpful.